What do you think?
Me? Or her?
Both.
Pretty good.
Fine, you know, normal.
Amnesty asks us to rate each other more qualifiably, as per pretty, as per sexy. It appears that we like each other about average.
Jeff, drip on.
Acknowledge.
Heather, drip on.
Acknowledge.
Jeff, I'd like to ask your permission to pep up your language centers.
Go for it.
Drip on.
Acknowledge.
Me too?
You got it. Drip on.
Yet I could see it in her eyes that she was still feeling love for me, and I was definitely still feeling love for her. Well, why not? Why do you think they call it making love? That's what we had just done 3 times. Love.
Do we have to? We're really enjoying this right now.
We are just going to try to get you guys back to baseline. We've got more to do today.
Shit.
Right.
Drip on.
Acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
Soon, something began to change. I mean, she was fine, a handsome, pale girl, but nothing special. And I could see that she felt the same, me. What had all the fuss been about just now? Why weren't we dressed? We real quick got dressed. Kind of embarrassing. Did I love her? Did she love me? Huh. No. I spent all lunchtime thinking. It was weird. I had the memory of screwing Heather, the memory of having felt the things I'd felt for her, the memory of having said the things I'd said to her. But in terms of feelings, I had basically nothing left.
This is Rachel. This is Jeff.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Jeff.
Drip on. Acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
Things felt very familiar about the way I began feeling. Rachel looked super good. Soon we began screwing like bunnies. I just loved Rachel so much. Then, like before, came the dwindling. Our talking became less excellent. Still, I loved Rachel.
We are going to try to get you both back to baseline. Drip on. Acknowledge.
Well, hold on.
Jeff.
He was trying to remind me that I was not here by choice, but because I was in the process of doing my time. I was feeling so sad, sadder than sad. I guess I was sad that love could feel so real and the next minute be gone, and all because of something Amnesty was doing.
Sit. Look into large workroom 1. Recognize them?
Ha.
Now I'm going to present you with a choice, Jeff. This is what we're playing at here. See this remote? Let's say that you can hit this button and Rachel gets some darkened flocks. Or you can hit this button and Heather gets the darkened flocks. See? You choose.
They've got darkened flocks in their Moby packs.
You've all got darkened flocks in your Moby packs, dummy. Verlaine put it there Wednesday in anticipation of this very study.
Imagine the worst you've ever felt times 10. That does not even come close to how bad you feel on darkened flocks.
What's your decision, Jeff? Is Rachel getting the darkened flocks or Heather?
I can't say.
You have to.
I can't. I'd like it to be random.
You feel your decision would be random.
Yeah.
And that was true, I really didn't care.
What we're testing here is any residual fondness.
It wasn't that I liked them both. I honestly felt completely neutral towards both. Even if I hated the person, I still wouldn't want to do it.
5 seconds.
I can't decide. It's random.
Truly random? Okay, I'm giving the darkened flocks to Heather. No, I'm actually giving it to Rachel. Jeff, you have convinced me. It would, to you, be random. You truly have no preference. I can see that. And therefore, I don't have to do it. See what we just did? With your help, for the first time, via ED289/290 suite, which is what we've been testing today, you have to admit it. You were in love. Twice, right?
Yes.
Very much in love. twice.
I said yes.
You just now expressed no preference. Ergo, no trace of either of those great love remains. You are totally cleansed. We brought you high and laid you low, and now here you sit, same emotion-wise as before our testing even began. That is powerful. That is killer. We have unlocked a mysterious, eternal secret. What a fantastic game changer. Say someone can't love. Now, he or she can. We can make him. Say someone loves too much, or loves someone deemed unsuitable by his or her caregiver. We can tone that shit right down. Say someone is blue because of true love. We step in, or his or her caregiver does. Blue no more. Can we stop war? We sure as heck can slow it down. Suddenly the soldiers on both sides are screwing, or at low dosages, feeling super fond. Say we have two rival dictators in a death grudge. Soon, their tongues are down each other's throats. And who helped us with that? You did. That's it, gals. Thanks. Think, Jeff. Think if you'd had the benefit of ED 289290 on your fateful night.
I was getting kind of sick of him always talking about my fateful night. I'd been sorry about it right away, and had gotten sorrier about it ever since, and was now so sorry about it that him rubbing it in my face did not make me one bit sorrier. It just made me think of him as being kind of a dick.
Go to bed now?
Not yet. It's still hours before you go to sleep. Now go to workroom.
Rogan,
Jeff,
what's up?
not much.
That's it, guys. Thanks.
What the hell was that about?
Jeff, get out.
Heather, did Amnesty just make you decide if you wanted to give Darkenflox to me or Rogan?
She must have been on some Veritalk because she spoke the truth.
Yes.
Did you fuck Rogan earlier today and fall in love with him as you did with me?
Yes.
Heather, honestly, put a sock in it.
Back in my domain, I did the math. Heather had screwed me 3 times. Heather had probably also screwed Rogan 3 times, since, in the name of design consistency, Amnesty would have given Rogan and me equal relative doses in our Moby packs. Now I knew Amnesty, always a stickler in terms of data symmetry, which was, wouldn't Amnesty also need Rachel to decide who to darken Flux, me or Rogan?
That's it, guys. Thanks.
Let me guess. Rachel's in there with you.
Jeff, if you don't stop doing that, I swear.
And she just decided to Darkenflox either me or Rogan?
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Rogan.
By any chance, did you fuck Rachel earlier today?
Pretty much.
My mind was reeling. Rachel had screwed me plus Rogan. Heather had screwed me plus Rogan. And everyone who had screwed anyone had fallen in love with that person, then out of it? What kind of crazy-ass project team was this?
I'm Keith.
Jeff.
Really nice meeting you.
Keith, by any chance, do you know 2 chicks, Heather and Rachel?
I sure as heck do.
Did you, by any chance, have sex with both Heather and Rachel 3 times each?
What are you, man? A dang sidekick, you're blowing my mind. I admit it.
Jeff, you're totally doinking with our experimental design integrity.
Either Heather or Rachel are sitting in Spiderhead right now, trying to decide.
Decide what?
Which of us to Darkenflox? Don't worry, she won't do it.
Who won't?
Whoever's in there.
That's it, guys. Thanks. Despite all your shenanigans, Rogan and Keith had exactly the same reactions as you did, and as Rachel and Heather did. None of you, at the critical moment, could decide whom to Darkenflox. Which is super. What does this mean? Why is this super? It means that ED 289/290 is the real deal. It can make love. It can take love away. I'm almost inclined to start the naming process.
Those girls did it 9 times today each?
You seem pissy. Are you pissy?
I feel a little jerked around.
Do you feel jerked around because you still have feelings for one of those girls? That would need to be noted. Anger, possessiveness, residual sexual feelings.
No.
You honestly don't feel miffed that a girl for whom you felt love was then funked by 2 other guys? And not only that, she then felt exactly the same quality/quantity of love for those guys she had felt for you, or in the case of Rachel, was about to feel for you. At the time that she funked Rogan, she may have funked Keith first, then you penultimately.
Nothing.
Well, it's a lot to sort through. Luckily it's night. Our day is done. Do you remember yesterday?
Yeah?
When I asked you which girl you'd like to see on Dark and Flux, and you said neither?
Yeah.
Well, that was good enough for me, but apparently not good enough for the protocol committee. Let's get started. We're going to need to do a kind of confirmation trial. So this time, per the protocol committee, instead of me asking you which girl to give the Dark and Flux to, which the Procom felt was way too subjective, we're going to give this girl Dark and Flux no matter what you say. Then we see what you say.
I don't want you to darken Flox Heather.
Interesting. Is that because you love her?
No, I don't want you to darken Flox anybody.
For 5 minutes. 5-minute trial. Here we go. Drip on. You should feel flattered. Did we choose Rogan? Keith? No. We deemed your level of speaking more commensurate with our data needs. Jeff, what do you want me to say here? Do you want me to say your Fridays are at risk? I can easily say that.
Which was cheap. My Fridays meant a lot to me, and he knew that. Fridays I got to Skype Mom.
How long do we give you?
5 minutes.
How about we make it 10?
Mom always looked heartsick when our time was up. It had almost killed her when they arrested me. The trial had almost killed her. She spent her life savings to get me out of real jail and in here.
Drip on.
Acknowledge.
Okay, to pep up your language centers.
Fine.
Heather, hello?
Good morning.
Drip on.
Acknowledge.
Suddenly I was waxing poetic. I was waxing poetic re what Heather was doing, and waxing poetic re my feelings about what Heather was doing.
I don't like this.
Basically, what I was feeling was, every human is born of man and woman. Every human at birth is, or at least has the potential to be, beloved by his or her mother or father. Thus every human is worthy of love. As I watched Heather suffer, a great tenderness suffused my body, a tenderness hard to distinguish from a sort of vast existential nausea. To wit, why are such beautiful, beloved vessels made slaves to so much pain? Heather presented as a bundle of pain receptors. Heather's mind was fluid and could be ruined by pain, by sadness. Why? Why was she made this way? Why so fragile? Poor child, poor girl, who loved you, who loves you.
Verlaine, what do you think? Any vestige of romantic love in Jeff's verbal commentary?
I'd say no. That's just all pretty much basic human feeling right there.
Excellent. Time remaining?
2 minutes.
Oh shit, get in there, Verlaine, hustle it!
What now? What do I do?
Are you freaking kidding me? We're sorry you had to see that, Jeff.
That was unexpected.
Is she dead?
Well, she's not the best.
Look, Jeff, these things happen. This is science. In science, we explore the unknown. But you did terrific overall. We all did terrific. Heather especially did terrific. I honor her. Let's just see this thing through, shall we? Let's complete it.
Are we gonna darken Flox Rachel now?
Think, Jeff. How can we know that you love neither Rachel nor Heather if we only have data regarding your reaction to what just now happened to Heather? Use your noggin. Drip on. What's the problem, Jeff?
I don't want to kill Rachel.
Well, who does? Do I? Do you, Verlaine?
No, maybe show him the file.
Per Rachel's files, she had stolen jewelry from her mother, a car from her father, cash from her sister, statues from their church. She'd gone to jail for drugs. After 4 times in jail for drugs, she'd gone to rehab for drugs, then to rehab for prostitution, then to what they call rehab refresh, for people who've been in rehab so many times they're basically immune. But she must have been immune to rehab refresh too, because after that came her biggie. A triple murder, her dealer, the dealer's sister, and the dealer's sister's boyfriend. Reading that made me feel a little funny that we'd screwed and I'd loved her, but I still didn't want to kill her.
Jeff, I know you've done a lot of work on this with Mrs. Lacey, on killing and such, but this is not you. This is not us.
It's not even us. It's science.
Being good in small ways is easy. Doing huge things, that's harder.
Drip 1. Jeff.
God damn it, enough. Verlaine, what's the name of that one? The one where we give him an order and he obeys it.
Docile ride.
Does he need to say acknowledge?
Docile ride's a class C, so...
See, that to me makes no sense. What good's an obedience drug if we need permission to use it?
We just need a waiver.
How long does that shit take?
We fax Albany, they fax us back.
Come on, make haste.
It was sad. It gave me a sad, defeated feeling to think that soon they'd be back and would docile ride me, and I'd say acknowledge, smiling agreeably, and it was like all I had to do to be a killer again was sit there and wait, which was a hard pill to swallow after my work with Mrs. Lacey. Violence finished, anger no more, she'd make me say over and over. Then she'd have me do a detailed remembering of my fateful night. I was 19. Mike Apple was 17. We were both a wasto. All night he'd been giving me grief. He was smaller, younger, less popular.
I had to think. Why were they going to darken Flock's Rachel? So they could hear me describe it. If I wasn't here to describe it, they wouldn't do it. How could I make it so I wouldn't be here? I could leave. How could I leave? Could I wait until Amnesty came in, wonk 'em, try to make a break for the main door? Any weapons in the Spiderhead? No. Just Amnesty's birthday mug, a pair of running shoes, a roll of breath mints, his remote. His remote? What a dope. That was supposed to be on his belt at all times. Otherwise, one of us might be able to help ourselves to whatever we found. Some darkened flocks.
Let's not do this shot.
On killing and so forth. But this is not you. This is not us.
Those girls did it 9 times today each?
Go. Jake. Jake.
People have not passed yet. Hold on.
8829/920. That wasn't the right numbers either.
289.
I had to go back and get my iPod.
That's it, guys. Thanks.
Who's Rogan? Who's Rogan?
I think you are.
Okay. So I get on the couch?
Yeah. And Jeff is on the couch. You guys aren't really like talking, you're just kind of sitting there. Do it. How could I make it so I wouldn't be here? I could leave. How could I leave?
Or, by any chance, did you fuck Rachel earlier today?
Screw.
Is it rolling?
Yeah. It's
Hey there.
Wait, is everybody gone? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sorry. The word was mysterious, not mysterious. Oh my god. Wait, I can see everybody else in the shot.